Imagine this. You're hiding in the deepest, darkest part of a cave. The air is thick, cold, and smells of damp earth and fear. You're a fugitive, hunted by the most powerful man in the kingdom, a man you once served, a man who now wants you dead. This isn't just a story. This was David's reality. Suddenly, you hear voices echoing from the entrance. Soldiers. And then you see him. King Saul himself, stepping into the very cave where you and your men are concealed. He's looking for a moment of privacy, completely unaware that his prey is just a few feet away, hidden in the suffocating darkness. Your men are buzzing, whispering, "This is it, David. God has delivered your enemy into your hands. Strike him down." Think about that moment. The temptation must have been immense. All of David's suffering, all the running, all the fear could end with one quick, decisive action. His enemy, the source of all his trouble, is right there, completely vulnerable. His guards are outside, and he's completely unsuspecting. The path to the throne he was promised seems to be laid bare right in front of him. It's a perfect, almost divine opportunity. What would you do? The pressure from his men is building. They see this as a sign from God, a clear command to act. For them, it's simple justice. Saul has relentlessly pursued David, driven by jealousy and paranoia. He's tried to kill him multiple times. Now, the tables have turned. Justice, revenge, and self-preservation all scream for one thing: end it now. But David is different. He sees the world through a different lens. He quiets his men, his heart pounding in his chest, the torchlight flickering across their anxious faces. He knows this is a test, but not in the way they think. This is a test of his character, his faith, his integrity. Can he trust God's timing, or will he seize power with his own hands? Slowly, silently, David creeps forward. The only sounds are the crackling of the distant torches and the soft rustle of his own movements. Every shadow seems to hold its breath. He gets closer and closer to the unsuspecting king. Saul is asleep, vulnerable, a man like any other. David draws his blade, the polished metal glinting in the faint light. His men watch, expecting the final, fatal blow. But David doesn't strike the king. Instead, he reaches down and with a delicate, almost surgical precision, he cuts off a corner of Saul's royal robe, just a small piece of fabric. He then retreats back into the shadows, clutching the cloth in his hand. His heart is pounding, not with the thrill of the hunt, but with the weight of what he just did. Even this small act of disrespect toward God's anointed king fills him with guilt. When Saul wakes and leaves the cave, David follows him out into the daylight. He calls out, "My lord, the king." Saul turns, stunned, and then David holds up the piece of his robe. "See, my father," he cries, "look at this piece of your robe in my hand. I cut off the corner of your robe but did not kill you. Now understand and recognize that I am not guilty of wrongdoing or rebellion. I have not wronged you, but you are hunting me to take my life." In that moment, the power dynamic shifts completely. David didn't win by force, but by mercy. He proved his loyalty and his character, not with a sword, but with a piece of cloth. He showed everyone, including his own men and King Saul himself, that he would not build his kingdom on violence and opportunism. He would wait for God's timing and trust in his plan. This story is about more than just a close call in a cave. It's a powerful lesson in restraint, integrity, and faith. It teaches us that true strength isn't always about taking action, but sometimes about choosing not to. It's about having the power to destroy, but choosing to show mercy instead. What are the caves in our own lives? What are the moments when we have the power to lash out, to take revenge, to seize an advantage at someone else's expense? David's story challenges us to consider a different path of patience, honor, and trust in a bigger plan. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this story as powerful as I do, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into these incredible historical accounts. We'd love to have you join our community. See you in the next video.